Tatou Tu, We Stand. Prologue. The storm before the calm. In the heart of the Pacific, nestled between lush green mountains and crashing waves, lies the village of Faleola, a place once known for its proud warriors, sacred chants, and unity. But in the shadows of modernization and economic collapse, the old ways have been forgotten, and the village now teeters between tradition and turmoil. Chapter 1. Maka was once a champion in the ring, feared in underground boxing circuits across the islands. But now, at 42, he spends most of his days drinking vai-vai, cheap island moonshine, in his corrugated iron shack on the edge of Faleola. His fists, once raised in glory, now lash out in rage at anyone nearby. His wife, Talisa, once a dancer of the Ava ceremony and keeper of genealogies, walks quietly in the house, her spirit cracked like the tapa cloth left to rot in the rain. Their children, Sifa, Lani, and Ioane, navigate a fragile existence, torn between ancestral pride and the violent now. Chapter 2. Sifa, the eldest son, has joined a local gang, the Sharktooths, who traffic stolen goods through the coastal docks. He sees strength in rebellion, brotherhood in crime, and power in fear. But deep down, he longs for something more, a voice, a purpose, a place to belong. Lani, the daughter, writes poems in her notebook and dreams of escaping to the mainland to become a teacher. She hides her bruises under long sleeves and her pain behind silence. Ioane, the youngest, barely speaks. He follows his sister like a shadow, eyes wide and watchful, absorbing everything. Chapter 3. One night, after a brutal argument, Maka strikes Talisa in front of the children. That same night, Sefa is arrested during a police raid on his gang. Lani finally screams not in fear, but in defiance. Talisa takes Ioane and leaves. They walk barefoot to the fail of the village elder, Matua Lato, a retired orator chief who still speaks to the spirits and keeps the fire of tradition alive. With his help, Talisa begins to heal, not just herself but her family. She becomes the voice of the voiceless women of Faleola. Chapter 4. Months pass. Sifa is released, quieter and unsure. He returns to find his home different. Maka is gone, disappeared after a drunken fight at the wharf. Some say he went to the mountains to find his father's village. Others say he drank himself into the sea. Lani leads youth gatherings under the moonlight where they tell stories, play drums, and teach each other old songs. Ioane speaks now. He sings in the village choir. And Talisa stands at the center, not as a victim, but as a pillar. Faleola still struggles, but it breathes again. The old chants echo through the palms once more. The broken shell has mended, not perfectly, but powerfully. Because now they stand, Tatou Tu, we stand.